the dead.
In January of 2008 in Rexburg, Idaho, the Mormons dedicated their 125th temple, a place reserved for a special elite class of church members. After the first few weeks, during which it will be open to the general public, no non-members will be allowed to enter. Though Mormons claim to be following biblical patterns and revelation from the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the rituals performed inside these temples are like nothing any Jew or Christian will ever experience. While early prophets and church leaders of these Latter-day Saints were practicing polygamy and building a theology about bizarre spiritual families in the heavenlies, they begin having visitations from spirits of the dead, much akin to what one might call spiritism. They begin following the advice of these spirits, which is the foundation of some of the present-day temple doctrines. Though it is possible they may have had some real experiences, it clearly flies in the face of Jewish and Christian scripture. Seeking to contact the dead or taking advice from the dead is a rather dubious occult practice that may open one to demon possession or at least much mental anguish, confusion, and distress. With help from tithes of its members, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints spends millions of dollars on beautiful temples where its members are taught to get baptized in proxy for those who are already dead, who might want to go to the Mormon heaven to be with the Mormon prophet and his followers. In effort to portray heaven on earth, they have celestial rooms, which represent a materialistic fantasy of a heavenly home, much of which is white and delightsome like early Mormon pioneers. Following the advice of the dead, members who have been thoroughly deceived, or some might say thoroughly brainwashed, they invest much of their life and great sums of money doing genealogical research for people who died not being members of the Mormon religion. Mormons have even tried converting dead Jews to the Mormon faith until Jews caught wind of it and made a public outcry. Appealing to the emotions of its members, the church also teaches that couples can submit to temple marriage ordinances which, quote, seal one's children to their parents for eternity. I wonder what happens if the kids don't want to go along. Nearly as bizarre as the science fiction religion of Scientology, the ever-changing Mormon religion is a bit like a chameleon that changes colors to accommodate political pressure and religious fads. Though it started out challenging all other churches and their teachings, claiming blacks were a cursed breed of humanity, they are now a bit more eager to blend in. Apparently the Mormon God has had a change of heart. But has he? To many Mormons, their church, with its temples and magic underwear, is more important than Christ himself. Though they give lip service to Christ, it is a Christ of their own imagination. A Christ who came to America through the imagination of Joseph Smith, Brigham Young, and latter-day spin doctors. They now go to great lengths to publish books that follow popular trends of Christian authors and others. How safe can it be to have political leaders making global decisions who cannot see the absurdity of the Mormon faith or secretly practice beliefs which are a threat to the general public? One who is in denial of the facts of their own religious history is next to neurotic. Mormon leaders have deceptively and publicly denied their own doctrinal history and have made an effort to rewrite history for the sake of public relations. Where other towns have their Barnes and Noble bookstores, towns with a large percentage of Mormons have their own church-owned bookstores. They sell not only their religious propaganda, but also many books, movies, and CDs that copycat popular Christian authors, musicians, and producers as well. In the same way the Book of Mormon piggybacks the Bible, a counterfeit always copies the real thing. Using top-notch business savvy and church resources, you will find quite a mixed bag of church temple-related jewelry, trinkets, and wall decor to rival any Christian market. They are quick to zero in on any and every popular and successful media endeavor.
Of course, we have the infamous Glenn Beck, his book, An Inconvenient Book. Everybody knows he's a Mormon, so of course he'd be here. Movie, The Beauty and the Beast. Well, this is Beauty and the Beast, a latter-day tale. You've heard of the Christian books, The Light and the Glory, about the founding of America. Well, this is the Mormon version, Prelude to Glory, volumes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep going. We're from 1 to 6 and then down here actually to volume 9. And that's the Mormon versions. Harry Potter books. The Mormon ripoff called Fable Haven. These are all the Mormon ripoffs of Harry Potter. More Fable Havens. This is a very good question. What exactly did happen to it?
Our Mormon friends will normally avoid discussions about the cross and blood atonement, but they will carry some books by Christian authors, providing they remain positive and don't deal with any hard doctrinal issues. And of course, you must have that classic happy face.